It defines the border between what is known and what is still waiting just beyond reach. From this point, our journey turns to light, and what happens to it as the universe stretches. Distance, we'll discover, isn't just measured in kilometers or light years. It's measured in time, in how long it takes for light to arrive. And here's the twist. Space itself is part of that story. It doesn't just hold things, it tells light where to go, and sometimes the when to slow down. Not because light resists, but because the very path is shifting beneath it, curving, stretching, folding. Space isn't a blank canvas. It's the painter, the brush, and the motion all at once. You might picture space as emptiness, a passive backdrop, something static, a void that simply is, while stars and galaxies drift like sparks across it. But space is not still, and it's not empty. The more we observe, the clearer it becomes. Space is dynamic. It does things, it expands, it evolves. And here's what's even more astonishing. It doesn't expand into anything. There's no edge it's spilling over, no external arena. Space simply stretches what's already here. It multiplies distances between objects, even as those objects stay still. It's like dots on a balloon. As the balloon inflates, the dots move farther apart, not because they're moving, but because the surface itself is growing. That's the universe. No center, no outside, just more between everything. This idea once sounded absurd, but today it's one of the pillars of modern cosmology. The light we see from distant galaxies has taken billions of years to get here, but during that journey, space itself has been stretching. So the light that left a galaxy 10 billion light-years away may have traveled for 10 billion years, but the galaxy is now 20 or 30 billion light-years away. That's what expansion does. This is why redshift matters. As light travels through expanding space, its wavelength gets stretched too. It shifts toward the red end of the spectrum. This tells us not just how far something is, but how much space has grown since that light began its journey. And here's a quiet, beautiful truth. Every photon that reaches us carries not only a picture of a distant place, but a story of distance changed, of time warped, of space in motion. We're not just watching the stars. We're watching how space itself behaves, how it's moved, and what it's done to the light that passes through it. In this view, the universe becomes more than a place. It becomes a process. Everything is moving, not just objects, but the fabric they float in. Galaxies drift, light bends, space expands, time curves. And we, standing on a small planet circling an average star, are able to witness this dance. We see the signatures of the cosmos in subtle shifts of color, in tiny deflections of light, in whispers from the edge of time. This isn't just science. It's poetry written in gravity and light. So next time you look up, don't think of space as empty. Think of it as alive, as something that stretches and flows, that holds memory in the shape of redshift, that slows light not by force, but by geometry. We are not drifting in a void. We are swimming in something far more mysterious, a growing, breathing, evolving cosmos. And it's still unfolding, one photon at a time.